Welcome to Season Your Words and Food with Grace. It's just me, so I have to try to show y'all how I'm cooking this here day two dinner without meat or seafood. I'm making spaghetti right here. Y'all ain't gonna see my head, but right here I got me two tomatoes. Um, I washed them. I know a lot of folks don't believe in washing nothing anymore. Cause if you don't wash chicken, I'm through with you. But I have two tomatoes washed, cut in like little slices, like four slices each, chunks like. I got the core out of it. I do not take my skin off. I do not. You can. I don't. And I have onion, like just like I I sliced about two onions off and then chopped them up. I'm sauteing them, getting them real good and sauteed. I have a whole garlic in here. This is the garlic presser. So, I don't know if y'all can see all of it. Woo! So, you see it? So, yeah, I'm just going to open it up and let it go in there and finish. Let it get sauteed with the onions. And I'm only making enough for one person, so I'm not doing a lot. Usually I do a lot, and my spaghetti sauce, I will freeze the rest. But I'm only doing this, so while this is sauteing the garlic and onion, I thought I need two garlic, but that look like that's enough. So let's go ahead and yowza. So, and that's dead. As you can see, that'll be enough. So I'm finished letting this here. Cook down some and cut the eye just a little bit. And because this is meatless, even with meat, but even if I was to do it with meat, I just wanted to add a little green olives to them. I love green olives. Don't tell nobody. I eat them out the jar. So, a little bit more with this here. The fragrance of the onion and the garlic is phenomenal. It smells so good, y'all. Like my granddaughter did when it was her birthday, and she was around them pancakes and they had it with some kind of ice cream. She was like, yeah, the fragrance, that garlic. You know, when you cook garlic, the strong flavor of garlic without it being cooked, you know, it turns a lot of people off. But when that aroma from being released, when it is cooking or baking, oh, it smells so good, y'all. It's, oh my God. Sister girl can't wait. Yeah. So, this look round about good. You don't want to burn your garlic. Please do not burn your garlic. Okay. Let me unplug it. I have my air on to take the heat out the house. So that's why I got my jacket on. So you see this. I'm just going to pour it in. And I am going to doctor it up with all my specialties. So giving it a good stir. Like it don't look real red or nothing right now, but just hold on. I don't want it to start popping because I want it to cook down. Yes. So I have tomatoes. Don't look at my top, but just the little grape tomatoes. I just split it in half. I'm going to put it in here. I didn't need that garlic, so I'm going to put my olives. There was an onion that didn't get it, but this is my seasoning. Some every time kind of seasoning here. Please do not ask me what all kind of seasoning because I couldn't tell you. I just put seasoning. Let me see if y'all can see. It's some of every type of seasoning in here. So I tell you what, it's good, and you can put it on anything. Anything. And I keep it in the refrigerator to stay real good and fresh. Because my house be so hot, my seasoning will clump. And I know they say put rice in it. I just keep them in the refrigerator. Oh, Jesus, I did that. I did that. Oh, my goodness. So this is my sauce. It's already, it's bubbling. It's thick. I had added my famous barbecue sauce. I put a little cheese in it. And me. I put everything that I like in it. Look at it. It's ready. Hi. Welcome to Season Your Words and Food with Grace. Day 2 of no meat or seafood. I am not a vegan. This is what I go through every so often through the year. And I was just letting y'all see how I do my spaghetti sauce, no meat. So I have a salad, just a regular salad. Y'all know I make the bomb salad with some of everything in it. But this is just romaine lettuce, little chopped up carrots, little cheese. I'm not real crazy about cheese. And some croutons. And I have my zesty lime. So I had made me some garlic bread. It's soft at the bottom. Y'all see that? Soft at the bottom, crispy on top. I whipped up some butter with some garlic powder. What else I put in it? Garlic powder. I put a little parsley in it. And some Parmesan cheese. And so when it got through being toasted, I let it cool down. Then I spread the butter spread on it. So my spaghetti, I don't love nothing but angel hair. I do not like the thick spaghetti. So bless it, Lord, in Jesus' name. Ha! I had already to taste the sauce, y'all. That sauce, woo! I'm telling you, if you start making homemade sauce, ragu, prego, all of them, you wouldn't want none of them. Because it's a different taste to it. Oh, bless it, Lord. Yes, God. And I wanted some olives. I had a taste for some olives. So I put a little green olives in there. Hey. I don't even have a mic to drop. But I could raise my hand and tell the Lord, thank you. My God from glory. Oh God, so good. Mmm. And yes, I rinse this off my noodles, my spaghetti, my pasta rather. I rinse mine off. I know the cooking channel, they say don't rinse it. They want that starchy for that thickness. My mama always rinse hers and I always rinse mine. And I really rinse mine once I find out that it's just a whole lot of, yeah, stuff that ain't good for you starch. So, y'all see this? Oh God, it's so good. Mmm. 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 Here we go. Crunchy on the outside, soft. Mmm. I know me. I know I'm gonna get full. It's too good. It's too good. My stomach already know. My God. Jesus. My God, it's bad. Mmm. 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 My God from glory. Mmm. 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 It's mmm. Mm-hmm. It's not that the little loaf that they always sell for $1. It's called it's something I threw the package away. Um but it's so soft. Mm. You know, I know a lot of folks they put the garlic butter and stuff on it and then broil it. I like mine it's crunchy first. So it's crunchy at the top and soft at the bottom. It is so good. But this here, baby, that salad can wait. I eat salad all the time. Baby, this is fine. I'm trying to get the tomato. I put in some little I chopped up a little, well not chopped them up, I sliced a little of them grape tomatoes and put them in here. I'm trying to get an olive too. There we go. Mmm. Mm. Now you put in what you like. I know folks have olives. And that's what I had to taste for. I wanted some olives. So, but you put in what you like. You could put in mushrooms. Um, I have some mushrooms, but mine's for dinner tomorrow. Mmm. Mmm. I'm telling you, that sauce is on 1,000, not 100, 1,000. Mmm. 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 I have to hurry up and cut that air off. I have it on 78, but my goodness, it takes like it'd be like forever before it reached 78. Well, my thing be on 80 something. It be on 80 something. My temp, it be on 80. My thermometer be on 80 something up in here. I'm like, everyone that come here always act like they dying up in here. It's too hot. This is so good, y'all. Y'all know I'm already getting full. I think cause it be so good. Mm, mm, mm. Mm-hmm. So good. I don't even need this salad. I don't even want the salad. This is what I want to attack. I don't even want the salad. Mmm. That lime. And you know I have not been able to find it anywhere else. That zesty lime crab. Woo! That lime. I shook it good. But that lime is coming through. I last time I used it, I had more salad dressing with it. Mmm. This the star right here. This spaghetti sauce. The spaghetti and the bread. Mmm. 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 Day two. And for breakfast, I had my 2 eggs and coffee. What else I had? That was it. What? That's all I had. One thing about me, like this meal, I definitely wouldn't be able to eat nothing else. And like if I was to eat a big breakfast, which I can't go. If I was to eat a big breakfast, I wouldn't be able to eat a big dinner. Oh. But y'all, I'm determined with this here. Please get y'all some tomato. Make your own sauce. Put whatever you want in it. I don't know. It's a two. This time, I wanted to saute my onions and garlic. I don't usually do that. I use my bigger blender, and I put the tomatoes in it. I put the onions in it. I put all my seasoning down there in it. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. And I blend everything up together. Garlic, everything. Then pour it over in the skillet, pour it in the skillet, and cook it. And then put all my other stuff in there, like my cheese. And yes, I love barbecue sauce and nines, honey. But you gotta have the right type of barbecue sauce. Not a lot, just a little bit. And you know, whatever you want in it. You can put mushrooms in it. You can put meat in it. You know, this is what I like. I don't like, when I do mine like this, I do not incorporate no meat with it at all. I don't never. This is my no meat spaghetti that I always cook. Like I say, God hates a liar. I would not lie to y'all. This is the bomb. Forget that salad, honey. This is the bomb. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. It's so good, Lord. Lord Jesus, it's so good. Then you can put your Parmesan on top. I have Parmesan, but I don't want any on top. I'm good. Look at that. Tomato and olive. Hey. Woosa! Thank you! This is bread. I'm gonna have to put at the top what kind of bread that was. Mmm. It's good. I ain't studying that salad. Mmm. Mmm. God. Jesus. So good. Thank you, Lord. And like I said, usually I make a big thing when I use my big blender, and I freeze it. I get the freezer bag and I pour enough, like for each serving. Like if I have probably about 4 or 5 servings, that's how I do the sauce in about 5 bags. Put the amount of serving in the bag and freeze them. Lay them down flat so they won't take up your room in your freezer. Because God knows my freezer is to the max. Yes. Mm. If y'all taste it, it's a fresh. It's so fresh. It's so fresh, y'all. It's so fresh. Y'all gonna be like, forget that store brought. You'll be going to the store to get tomatoes. That's what you would do. Woosah! And come to think of it, I need to go on and fix me some more up and freeze it. So all I do is take it out the Ziploc. I don't even let it thaw out, y'all. I tear at the bottom of the Ziploc, let it slide right off into the pan and heat it up, throw it on my spaghetti pasta. Because I be done cooked it all the way with everything in it. And then I will put it up like that. So it wouldn't need nothing to add to it. But the pasta in my mouth. That's so good. I don't know, good food just made me sleepy. Can I tell y'all what I did? Y'all pray for me. I blame it on the age. You know I'm 61 now. Hey! If you knew my testimony. A lot of folks think they do, they don't. Yeah. But let me tell y'all what I did. So I went to the gas station, right? Sam Club, gas cheap. Way cheap. It's almost going down to $3, right? So, hold on, y'all. Mm-hmm. Okay, Lord, thank you. Okay. So, I goes and put my gas. And you know you feel like a nudge, like God nudging you. I takes my receipt for everything. If I use my receipt at a drive-through, a store, gas station, I want my receipt. So, anyhow, the sister drive off and I start, and I always check my bank account because I told y'all how the restaurant had stole my money that time. She wrote her own tip in. My tip wasn't enough for her. She wrote a big tip in for $10, y'all. No, I'm talking about that's all my bill was $10, okay? Plus I gave her a tip. So, and then this gas station that I went to before, say for instance, I can't remember the exact amount, but say for instance, if it's $2 a gallon, right? And say I got 5 gallons, so that would be $10, right? Okay. No, it'll be $10, but it'll be 5 gallons. So I'm looking at it, and it never did come to 5 gallons. Gas station was ripping folks off. I went back in there and I told them, I said, Now I'm just paraphrasing, I'm just saying what amount would be. It wasn't that. I just can't remember the total price. So I went in there and I called the man. I said, look at this. And I said, for the gallons that I put in, it did not match. That means y'all lying. It's not that. So they end up giving me my money, that they owe me because they had rigged it, I guess. Yeah. Benefit of doubt. Maybe they didn't rig it. Maybe they made a mistake. Anyhow. Yeah, I called it. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. So I get my receipt with everything. And all of a sudden, I was driving and I was counting up how much I had spent. And so it was like the Holy Ghost was just nudging me. Look at your receipt. I'm like, I know. Because I kept saying, Lord, if gas that cheap, why my car taking $58? That's when it was high and was doing that, and I was almost, I was crying. Well, actually, it went up to what, 70? That's when I was out of state. I went out of state, and that Tennessee, and it went up to 70-something dollars. I'm like, oh my God. So I'm saying, why is it that, and I'm just looking at it being pumped, dang, I'm like, $58, and it's cheap like that. Lord kept saying, look at your receipt. So, I looked at my receipt, y'all. I could have cried. I don't know what finger touched the premium and not regular. When it said, when it said, I said premium. My car don't know nothing about premium. Woo, baby. I got some high price gas in my car. That car better be thankful, because it'll never happen again, Lord's will. And he touched my mind and said, Cynthia, make sure you're pushing the right one. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Mm-mm. It's so good, y'all. I'm finishing it, y'all. It's so good. I couldn't just walk away from this. This is so good, y'all. Oh, God. Thank you, Lord. Oh, that is so good. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Woosa. And the olives, you don't really taste like the strong taste of it, but it blends in so good. I know some put capers in there. Now that's one thing I still have not tasted yet. Hold on, my nose, y'all. I still have not tasted capers. I don't know how they taste. Do they taste like olives? I don't know. Mm-hmm. It's so good. Like, try it. You'll like it. What did he play on? It was one of them commercials. Try it. You'll like it. I can't remember. What commercial was that about? Hmm. Have you all ever had the spaghetti with the spaghetti sauce with chopped up hot dogs? Oscar Mayer, my mom used to make us that too. That was good. That was good. I used to love it. I used to cook some for my children. Oscar Mayer though. They done came out with so many hot dogs. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. I'm coming down to the end, y'all. Look, go slow. One spaghetti thing at a time. My spaghetti, I cooked it al dente. Trying to go slow. Y'all see this little bit? Can y'all see it? It's so good. That last bite, Jesus. Woo, I'm so full, but honey, I was determined to eat that. Woo. Woo, my God from glory. I see an olive, a tomato, a little piece of bread. It's so good. This is the last spoon, last forkful. Maybe I should make it two. Think I should make it two? Eat. Okay. I'm gonna eat this here. Oh, it cut out. Praise Jesus. Did y'all hear that? Yes, God. Okay. Oh, let's put some noodles down there for the olive there. Got this here for the tomato. Hey. Let it marinate. I don't want no salad. I just don't want no salad. That was a waste of lettuce. Let's go with that lime. Let's zest the lime with. I didn't want no salad. I don't know what made me go. This here. Okay. Alrighty then. Oh, I got two olives on here. Right here and right here. Tell the Lord, thank you. Here we go, y'all. Which one? Which one first? And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a home run. Lift your hand and tell the Lord thank you. Thank you. Tell him again. Thank you. Tell him again. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, that was good to my sanctified soul, y'all. Every piece of me, in me, is telling the Lord thank you. Oh my God, that's so good. You go all over your gum, all in your jaw. All between your teethuses. Get every piece, every crumb, every piece of seasoning. Y'all, that was good. That was so good. That was so good. What is my watch telling me? No, I would not. So, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Day 2. Hey, hey. So yeah, I pretty much know what I'm going to eat tomorrow. Yeah, so stay tuned. Stay tuned. I'll be for y'all. Like, even after I eat dinner, there'll be nothing else I really want. But I did give me some applesauce. I love some cold applesauce. And I'm asking God for some temperance because I would tear applesauce up. The Mott's, baby, I would tear up me some Mott's. So, yeah. So until next time, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Remember, always have your words seasoned. Season your words and your facial expression. Let it be seasoned with grace. So don't talk about me the way I cook stuff, or I should have did this, or I should have did that. This is Cynthia way of cooking and her recipe. We all gonna cook the way we want to cook. So let your words be seasoned with grace. Let your facial expression be seasoned with grace. Booyah! That there. Look, that right there. That right there. Baby. That season with the Holy Ghost, fire of the Holy Ghost, is seasoned with the Word of God, is seasoned with the baptism of the Holy Ghost, the baptism of the water is seasoned with grace. Until next time, y'all be blessed. I love you. Don't forget the comment, like. Make sure you following this page and share. Until next time, y'all be blessed.